All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to 215 Trades, the home of the 215 technique. Hope that you guys are having a very lovely day today. Today being the 4th of August. Possibly, hopefully, you guys had a wonderful weekend as well. Good morning to you, Khalid. Uh, so early for you to be using those words right now. But good morning to you guys. Everyone who's over here on TK and also those who are on YT. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. All right, so it's now 6:35 a.m. here in the UK, and as you guys do know that I do go live each days from Mondays through to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Each day. Okay, here on the 215 Trades channel, and I basically use the 215 technique to look for entries here today on Euro USD, and also on XAU USD. So I'm going to be doing the same today, but I'm going to start off today with gold right now, and then I'll move over from gold and then move into Euro USD at around 7 o'clock to see if we can get some entries there on gold. All right. Now remember as well, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, then definitely for sure we'll be looking to see if we can get some entries. A decent entry was confirmed last week as well, just before that NFP blast on Friday, where we can see where price did move below the zone. However, it didn't confirm a sell, but it did come back in to confirm that buy because it has already tested that 15-minute rejection, confirmed that buy with that candle close there, and then overall it just skyrocketed up upwards from there. So let's see if we can get some entries here today on gold. Is that you, Manny? Welcome. Hold on just a moment, guys. Wonderful morning. All right. Wonderful morning indeed. Sound like you've already bagged some pips, Manny. Sound like you've already bagged some pips. Um, Already on the charts here. Nas. No, I don't do Nas anymore, Khalid. Apologies. Oh, you just woke. Okay. So how has the markets been treating you? My friend, how has the markets been treating you? Let's jump to the 15-minute time frame. Let me just see if I can find the 6:30 candle, which I believe should be right here. Yeah, that would be nice if that was to be confirmed. It would be really nice. All right, so this is the 6:30 candle here. Let me just put that back right here. So that's a 6:30 because I'm on the 50-minute time frame. 6:30 candle just in this little range here on the 50-minute time frame. This is going to be my point of interest, which is my POI price. Yeah, last month was a really good month for me as well. So let's see if I can replicate that today. So I'm just still using the 215 technique. If that's 3358, then this should be 3356. Okay, and then this should be 737, and then this should be my sell area here, thereabouts. Doing the same thing above here as well. So this should be 33. If that is 3358, then this is going to be 3. If I add 2 to it, it's going to be 60.737. And that's the first step completed of the 215 technique, because I've just created and found my 215 zone here on the 50-minute time frame, and this is for the 6:30 gold marking. So this is going to be my 215 zone. Just take this phone off silent real quick. I really didn't like last week, but hopefully this. Yeah, last week was good though. I'm not. Last week was good. Friday, news release was crazy on Friday though. News release was crazy on Friday. News was crazy, was crazy on Friday. Crazy on Friday. I know a lot of persons executed and took a lot of pips from all that happened on Friday. Still on the 50-minute time frame here. I'm just looking for the 50-minute rejection thingy here. This one is just about 15 pips. Yeah, that's not bad. That's just above the zone. No, not the 50-minute line. 50-minute rejection. Doing the same as well on the lower end of the zone. Oh, perfect. 50 minutes to be exact. 15 pips to be exact. Do have that buy line and that 50-minute resistance right here. That 50-minute rejection is also on a resistance right there. Sell line as well, not too far away from that 50-minute support right here, and this one as well. So those are very much covered on the structure there. And then we do have this 50-minute rejection line down here as well. Let me just take my alerts. We are some distance away. Yep. Would be nice though if a short position could be confirmed on this. Let's say a short position was confirmed here on this, and we were able to basically take that move all the way back down to cover all these areas, because that's one massive green candle. Should be a very clean range for price to move through, but Overall, let's see. It's only just 6:43 a.m. here in the UK. Anyways, we've just started. So let's see. Let's continue. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame as well, just to identify my target areas here. I'm going to put my first 30-minute support just down here. So this is going to be my 30-minute support area here, or my TP1 for my charts. Looking above the range here as well, what's going to be my 30-minute resistance. So first area here, I'm going to use this area here as my 30-minute resistance. Okay, jump into the 1 hour time frame here as well. Can use this area here as my 1 hour resistance. There's another one I could just that's just below that, but that's fine. 1 hour resistance right here. Jump in. Oh wait, hold on, let me just go back to the 1 hour time frame and identify the 1 hour support as well. Didn't do that bit. 1 hour support is right here. So this is the 1 hour support. Okay, on the 4 hour time frame here, I'm going to use this area right here. Yeah, Khaled, shoot. That's the 4 hour support. And then I'm just going to look to the left. Because it's 4 hour support is all the way here right now. But for right now, I think I should target the tallest wicks on before this one. So I'm going to say I'm going to put my 4 hour resistance right here for right now. Yeah, Khalid, what's your question, my friend? All right, let's look at the daily time frame just to see what's going on the daily time frame here as well. All right, so let's look at the daily time frame just to see what's going on here. We can see here, looking at the daily did come down and tap into these key support areas here. There was like there is like a turbulence area here when where the price is right now. It's like a pivotal area because we have so many support, resistance, being formulated in this little area here. But this daily candle has broken above that structure here. This has wicked down already to tap back into this little area there. So I'm looking now, if price it was to continue higher, we could be looking to see price pushing towards to test these resistance area here. That's in the 3,400 3,900 area in a sense. So we could, yeah, we could see if price push, it could pull back here, could pull back into this zone and then go back to test those areas overall. Or if this daily candle does flip, we could be looking to see prices continuing to push back up here as well. So let's see. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. So to be honest, I really do like the structure that I have so far in the trading space right now on the 215 zone. So let's go back down to the 215 5-minute time frame and then just break down what I am looking for overall. Let's remove this. Okay, right from right there, let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. This is the 5-minute time frame here right now. I'm going to put my alert back on that 50-minute rejection price here right now. All right, so I'm going to break down what I'm looking for today. Just give me just a moment here, okay? Hold on. Green candle is gold price rising, and red candle is the US economy falling. How does it work? No, no. So this, well, I guess the overall picture could be related to the US economy, but this is just the price of gold. So these the red candles are already showing the price of gold going down, and green candles are showing the price of gold going up. This doesn't really, this chart doesn't really show the US economy. However, I'm guessing if you're looking at the wider picture, to say if you can see, if you see price going up massively and going down massively, then yeah, we could say then that the US economy, it could be rising or going down. But because gold is influenced, because gold is influenced by so many different variables, then I wouldn't we can't say, we can't tie in the price movement of gold 100% to say that it is only being moved by the US economy, because it's not only being moved by the US economy. Remember that we have outside factors, whether it's like outside factors like whether it's, what do you want to call this now, uh, events, so-called events, that happens out in the world, whether it's tensions between different countries and all of that, natural disasters that cause certain things to happen. So it not necessarily, I wouldn't say that overall the price movement of gold is 100% caused by the US economy. It is a factor that affects it, but overall, no, it's not 100%. So I wouldn't say then that, the red candles mean that the US economy is going. Um, is it this week? I'm pretty sure that when I looked at the Forex Factory, there wasn't any news for this week, if I'm not mistaken. Is it this week that the CPI? There's no news today, so there's no news Monday. A lot of persons aren't looking to come on. There's one red folder news coming out on USD tomorrow at 3 o'clock UK time. There's nothing coming out on Wednesday. On Thursday, that's the day for GBP, and on Friday, yeah. So in regards to news, this week is pretty low. Looking into next week, that's CPI. So CPI is on the 12th of August, so it's not necessarily today. CPI is going to come this week. I mean, so that's next week. In all fairness, but overall, this week is going to be quite a calm week. Yeah, going to be quite a calm week. All right. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here on gold. Now, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm going to be. If this does happen, this is how I am going to react to the market. Okay, so this is the 215 zone. This is the 630 215 zone here. I do have my 15-minute rejection prices highlighted. As you guys can see, this is has my alert for my short, and it has my alert for my long. So if price was to break below my 215 zone, like so, if price was to break below my 215 zone, test my 15-minute rejection area here in these prices, right, with a candle close below my 15-minute rejection price, right? So if it was to pull back, break my 215 zone, test my 15-minute rejection area with a candle close below my below that 15-minute rejection area, I will then wait for price to retrace back into my 215 zone. Okay, if it comes back into my 215 zone with a candle close inside my 215 zone, I will then wait for a rejection from my 215 zone with a candle close below my sell line, right, not exceeding my my 50-minute rejection. So first, it has to do three things. It has to first test this area, test this 50-minute rejection area with a close below on the 5-minute time frame. I will then wait for a retracement back to the zone with a candle close inside the zone, not just with like what do you call it, not like a small close inside, but a decent close inside where I can clearly see that the candles has closed in the zone. All right, If I can get that, I'll then just wait for a rejection from the zone, right? Wait for a rejection from the zone, close below that sell line, not exceeding that 15-minute rejection price. Then at that point in time, I'll be reacting in a sense to say, okay, I am going to try for the market actually going lower, put in my entries like so, and then overall targeting my 4 hour support as my target here. Okay, so my 4 hour support would be my full on target. However, my 30-minute support would be my TP1, my 1 hour support would be my TP2, and my 4 hour support would be my TP3. All right, so the 215 zone is basically just a key area that I use. Is a 40 pip range that I use um, to analyze and take entries on gold. So it's the main what should I say? It's the main structure of the 215 technique, and it's basically how I use it to find entries here on gold. So there hasn't it hasn't tested these areas as yet for me to be considering taking charts or anything. So I have to wait for that to happen. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely do go ahead and do that. It is right here. If you want to learn more about the 215 technique, if this if this looks far into you or is new to you, you can check it out and let me know. Can you show an example of a confirmation in the charts? Okay, I would have to go back to yeah, I could go back to last Friday and I could show that to you. All right. So I'll show that to you in a minute. All right, now let's say that price was to break back above the zone. Okay, if price was to break back above the zone, so if it breaks back above the 215 zone, if it's going upwards, I'm going to wait for a candle close above my 15-minute rejection price here, like so. Then I'm going to wait for a pullback into my 215 zone. All right, going to wait for a pullback into my 215 zone and a close inside my 215 zone. Okay, followed by a rejection from my 215 zone and a close above my buy line, not exceeding that 15-minute rejection price. And then in that instance, then I would be interested in going for a long position, and I'll be looking and aiming to be targeting my 4 hour resistance here, like so. TP1 at that 30-minute resistance, TP2 at that 1 hour resistance, and TP3 at that 4 hour resistance. All right, so that's basically what I'm looking for today. I've already set my alerts here on my 15-minute rejection price, waiting for price to tap these areas and test those areas, and then I'll be ready to take a position. Now, Khalid, you said that you want me to show you a entry confirmation. I can definitely do that. If I go bar replay, if I go select a date, if I go back to last Friday, and if I go back to the 6:30 a.m. So the 6:30 a.m. I believe. All right, I'm gonna quickly have to just jump in and show this to you quickly. So 6:30 last week Friday, that was the point of interest. Point of interest was at 3293. This was at 32. Then if that was going to be 3294. 071. That would have been my buy line, and then that would have been looking for my sell line. So if it's at 3293, I'm gonna put that at 3291 because I'm keeping constant with that 20 pip thing. So that's 071, like so. That would be my sell line, and then so basically, no, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. If it's 3293, it has to be 3295, not 9495. Okay. All right. So this was the 6:30 215 zone for last Friday. Should be. We'll just selecting the date here. So this was the last Friday 215 zone. Okay. So let's go now and measure 15 pips below that. Yeah, 15 pips below that. And then this would be my 50-minute rejection, doing the same. I'm not gonna mark it out all the way up to the 4 hour. I'm only just gonna mark it to the 50-minute rejection, and then we use our imaginations for the rest of it. All right, so that was the 50-minute rejection price right there. Okay, so this was last week. So if we play, remember, pause before continue. Remember, what I do is that you wait, pop, 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 right, to go for a long. Okay, to go for a short, you wait for pop, 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 pop to go for short, right? So that's what it looked like on Friday. Let's play through, see what's going on. Okay, pause right here, pausing right here. This was last Friday. We do have, we now have a candle close above that 50-minute rejection line. All right, so that's the first thing. That's the first. So that's number one. Okay, and if we continue to press on, if we continue to move through forward. All right, second thing we have is that we do have a retracement back into the zone for the buy. So one, two things already confirmed here. All right. So for the buy, there are two what do you call them? Two requirements started for the buy. So there are three requirements. So you need to get that test of that area, a retracement in that area, then a close above the buy line, not exceeding that 50-minute rejection. However, you can see where price did push down to the lower end of the charts. Now, hold on. Now, price has actually now gone down below the zone. So price has gone down below the zone and has closed below that 50-minute rejection. So because if the price is below that 50-minute rejection and has closed below, this is the first requirement. That's the first requirement that basically was done by the markets to confirm a short position. So what I'll have to do now is that I'm gonna have to wait for a retracement to the zone, then a rejection from the zone. Basically what these arrows says, right? So continue. Can see where price is still hovering below the zone. It hasn't retraced to the zone as yet. Is looking to do that. Still looking to do that. Still looking to do that. Still below the zone. Still back in the zone. All right, cool. Now you can see, pause it right there. So for a sell to be confirmed here, for a short to be confirmed here, it has done the second confirmation here, which basically is to pull back into the zone. Okay, so in this instance, the short position, two of the requirements has been completed. For the long position, two of the requirements have been completed. So we have 1, 2, we have the test of that area, retracement to the zone. For short, we have the test of that area, retracement to the zone. So in this instance, I would basically just wait either for a candle to close above the buy line or below the sell line. Okay, play. What did it do? What did it do last Friday? Price came back up. Price came back up into the zone. Still hovering in the zone. Still hovering in the zone. Pause. Right there. So this is the third confirmation for a long here. The third confirmation for a long position, and that's the final thing. There's no I wouldn't wait for anything else here, because one, price has tested that 15-minute rejection, came back in the zone, closed in the zone. It took a very long time to come back and confirm the entry, but that doesn't matter. It took maybe about 2 hours, 3 hours or so to come back and confirm the entry, but that doesn't matter. We now have that third confirmation right here. That the third thing right here is basically that candle closing above that buy line, not exceeding that 15-minute rejection, and then this would be the confirmation for a long position right here. Stop loss just at the bottom of the range, and then you just put your TP at your 4-hour resistance, and you let it go. There was some drawdown on that. That's perfectly fine as long as it doesn't hit an SL, then that's okay. And then look, and that overall would be the entry confirmation. So that was last week Friday. from the 215 zone. That was a buy entry confirmed. So that's how what I'm basically waiting to see happen today. So 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter how long it takes to come to confirm the entry. Well, that's what I'm looking for today as well. All right. A lot of scribbling going on here, but I hope you guys were following. But let me know. Let me know if that made sense, if I explained it as best as possible, or you still have any questions on that. Has to be a faster way to delete all of this. Yeah. So it's, as I said, it's really is very simple. The 215 technique, very simple. Let me just jump back out of this bar replay mode. All right, so just go back. All right, so I'm just gonna send this now. I'm gonna send my charts and my I'm gonna send this into the Telegram group. So if you guys want to see my prices and where my prices are, or my levels, if you want to see it, you have to join the Telegram group. I'm going to send it in the Telegram group right now. And to join the Telegram group, the link is in the bio of the homepage as well. Likewise, is in the description of the YT stream as well. So I'm sending this image now inside of the Telegram group right now. So if you guys want to see it, you can go on ahead and join the Telegram group, and you should be able to see it. And today is the 4th. That's my chart for today. Copy this text here as well. Hold on. So Kali, let me know. Let me know if that was any much clearer for you. Let me know, okay? Oh crap. It's 7:07 a.m. right now. Let's go over to EU. See what's going on here in EU. See what's going on here in EU. Let's jump to the 15-minute time frame here. Let's go back to the 7 o'clock candle. 7 o'clock candle, I believe, was here. Was right here. Hold on. My allergies are acting up again today. How lucky am I? All right, so 7:30, 7 o'clock. That was the what you call that? That was my point of interest here on EU. All right, so let's go. Let's measure 7 pips above from my point of interest here. Okay, 7 pips above my point of interest. Now this is going to be my buy line, like so. All right. I will look at DXY in a minute, so let's just put that aside for right now. Let's go below here as well. So let's go down here as well. Like so. Then this is going to be my sell area here. Okay. So this is the 7 o'clock 215 zone here on EU. All right, let's switch that to the 215 zone here. Hold on, guys. Give me just a moment. Hold on. Why do you say that, Khalid? So that's the 215 zone here on EU. Let's jump to the 30-minute time frame here. See what's going on the 30-minute time frame. Need to find the 30-minute support and the 30-minute resistance. Pretty decent 30-minute support all the way down here as well. Pretty clean range as well below there on EU. So that looks nice. That really does look nice on EU. Let's look for the closest 30-minute resistance. The closest 30-minute resistance here is right there as well. So that's the 30-minute resistance right here. Let's jump to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to use this area here as my one-hour resistance. Why is there an area here? That's not highlighted on the 30-minute. No. All right, hold on just a moment, guys. That's the 1 hour. Let's go for the 1 hour support right here. And the 4 hour is gonna be in this little area here. Okay, like so. All right, let's jump down to the 5-minute time frame, see what we're looking at here for right now. So let's see if price was to push above and close above that area here. 30-minute resistance does seems quite a bit close though. And if it was to pull down here as well. Yeah, the sells look a little bit better than the buys in all fairness. But let's see. All right, let's put an alert here on my buy line here on EU. See what's going on here. This is going to be my buy. Ooh, that's aggressive. Ooh, ooh, whoa. That's aggressive. And also put an alert here as well on my sell line. Here. The sell side looks a little, well, looking at the structure, the sell side looks a little bit more cleaner, because you can see like there's a pretty clean open range going down there on EU. But looking above, you can see where there's like, you know, some resistance. The resistance are quite close to the zone here, as well, to the 215 zone here, as well. How far is that 30-minute? 3 pips. 3 pips away from the zone. That's really close. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame again. Yeah, but that's what the structure says. Might have to maybe wait for it to test that area and pull back to go. But let's see. I'll definitely keep an eye on that. DXY right now still within its ranges here. All right, hold on just a moment, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My allergies are acting up today. Okay. Ooh, damn. What's going on here on EU? Let's jump back to the 5 minute. Oh, I am on the. No. What time frame this is? Oh, okay. Ooh, that's aggressive. Missed that one. Yep. Yeah, I'll just wait for a retracement back here. So it's now 7:17 a.m. What I'm going to be doing here on EU, pushing up aggressively right now, testing those areas. So I'll just wait for a pullback from these areas back into the 215 zone, and then try to take a continuation entry here on the EU. It's now 7:17 a.m. We do have the London market opening at 8 o'clock, which is about maybe 40 minutes away if you want to round it off like that. Looking here at DXY, this is the 5 minute time frame. Not sure why we're in the 5 minute. We should be on the 15 or the 30 minute time frame. Let's see. I'm going to move this structure down here for that zone like so, and I'm going to move this above here. Could make this this zone a little bit smaller, to be fair. Yeah, maybe put it right there as well. So overall, why I do track DXY is that based off how DXY moves, if DXY is going in one direction, I would expect to see the opposite move being made here on EU. This moved up quite aggressively here right now. So I'm going to just wait for a retracement back to the zone and then take an entry base off that. Okay. Gold right now is currently in the 215 zone consolidating. No entry has been confirmed as of yet here on gold, so I'm still just waiting for that to play out. So we have gold here right now in the middle of the 215 zone. In order for me to be interested in taking an entry here on gold, I need to see price pull down below my 215 zone here, like so. Come down below my 215 zone and test this area. It reached for that 15-minute rejection area, but it reached for it using a wick of a candle versus actually doing it with a body candle close. So I just need to wait for that. Ultimately, need to wait for that ultimately. So need to wait for price to push down, close below my 15-minute rejection price, and then retrace back to the zone. So that is what I'm waiting for here in gold. Interesting to see what caused this massive up move here, what triggered the spike here on EU. But yeah, let's see overall. All right, so remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to, oh wait, Control Z. Anyways, this should be right here. So if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, if you want to learn more about the 215 technique, definitely do go ahead and subscribe. So if you close below the 215 though, and before the resistance, it's a sell. No. So this, in my eyes, in the 215 eyes, this 50-minute rejection price has not been tested yet. The price has reached for it with the wick. However, there needs to be there has to be a 5-minute candle close below that line. It has to close below that 15-minute rejection price to say that it has been tested. It has to close below, then retrace. But for right now, it hasn't been tested as yet. Now, why I usually wait for the candles to close below it is because the 50-minute rejection price may act like pretty strong supports or pretty strong resistance. So right now, if price is coming down to it and it's rejecting from it, that shows that support, in this instance, in this example, that this support is not weak. So when price comes, it's just going to go back up. And if it's going to confirm a short, I need to see it actually break it and retrace back to the zone. So if it does break it, then in that that's basically showing to me that the market wants to go lower. Massive rejection here. You can see why. So if this price was, if this was to pull back down below that 215 zone here, if EU was to close below that 215 zone, I would be interested in taking a short. Overall, I think looking at it, like the chart looks a little bit more better in regards to the structure. There's so many resistance above, but I'm just waiting to see. It's now 7:23 a.m. here in the UK, so let's see. 7:25 a.m. here in the UK. London market opening in 35 minutes here as well. Good morning, Mr. Evans. How are you doing on this lovely day today, my friend? EU is coming down. If I do get that, oh, but I think it might shot through it, you know. Might not slow to close below. But DXY as well is coming into that top range as well. Could see some reaction to DXY right now, like a pullback here. Is bit the gold still falling? Yeah, we're looking. I'm waiting for a chart to be confirmed here on EU. In all fairness, but based on how you see this, based on how DXY is pushing, we could get a reaction to it where it could pull back a bit, but we could see a pretty strong sell here confirmed here on EU, and it just blasts through my sell line, and I don't get that chance to take that entry because it's not gonna stop for me. Let's see, 3 minutes till this candle close. I want to take like a quick short position here on EU. Stop loss just at that range. But DXY is crossing that zone. Usually whenever it's crossing into a new zone, there's like a bit of pullback. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Gold on the other hand still hasn't broken that 15-minute rejection price. That's one of the reasons as well. I need to wait. I need to see a candle close below as well. EU's coming back down. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it has closed below right now, so I'm just going to move my alert here. From here, put my alert on my sell line now. So ideally, where it is right now, where it has closed right now, I'm just going to wait for price to pull back into the zone and then close below. If it does confirm that motion there as well, if it does confirm that motion, then at that point in time, I would be interested in trying for that short position here on gold. Nice, nice, Mr. Evans. Happy to hear that you're going on strong, my friend. How can I don't know. I don't really know much about crypto to be fair, so I can't tell you about any alt season or any of that kind of thing. In all fairness, my friend. Poppy, you back? Yeah, I'm back. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I am back. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely definitely go ahead and do so as well, and also join the Telegram group as well. Looking here at EU, a short is cooking up here on EU for right now. Yeah, I can see a short cooking here. I'm possibly just putting the right here. You can see here. Hold on, let me just label these zones here as well. You guys see, look at that perfectly. Whenever DXY is crossing into a new zone, there's always like some traffic going on there. So this is like, let's say this is zone 0 here, right? In this little, oh, that's small, bro. That's really small. So let's say this is zone 0, right? And then let's say in this area here, this is zone 1. And this is in this area here below zone 0, this is zone 2. Okay, so whenever DXY is crossing into another zone, there's always going to be like a bit, sometimes, but most of the time there's going to be some reaction going on. So look, you can see where it price did push up aggressively in this area here, crossing the border into zone 1, but immediately you can see the reaction to it. Okay, and that's one of the reasons as well I need to wait for proper confirmations before I do take an entries here on EU, because EU tends to really do give some fake outs sometimes, and I don't want to get caught up in that. So DXY was trying to go into zone 1 and it's reacting to it now, but this little pullback here, we could see this reverse in a matter of minutes anyways for it to confirm that chart here on EU. So I'm just gonna wait just to see what's going on here right now. Gold right now has moved back up aggressively, has rejected and is pulling back up aggressively here back into the zone. We do have a 15-minute candle closing down in that range here as well, and we do have the 5-minute candle pushing back up inside the zone. It's now 7:33 a.m. here in the UK. We also have the London market opening in the next 25 minutes here as well. So I also want to make sure that I'm not caught up in like the London opening stream as well, going in the wrong direction. So that's going to be one to look out for here as well. So EU is doing its thing. Nothing yet confirmed here on EU. Still in that 215 zone range here right now, and gold is pulling back into the zone and reacting to the zone here as well. So let's see what's going to happen. 30 seconds until this candle close, so waiting to see what is going to happen here. Let's see, from that area here to that 30-minute, still haven't tapped that 30-minute support. What's the about a 40 pip drop. In all fairness, let's look at the 30-minute time frame. Okay, there was something in this area here that price has tapped into anyways, so let's see. All right, Russian Ruan, sorry. No, it has to close in the 215 zone. Now I'm not going to take this close because that close is a little bit too close to the line. I need a deeper retracement. Oh bro, I hate when gold does this. So usually you just want it to close inside the zone, and then you're ready for the short in this instance, because this would be the sharp position confirmed. But it's all about this candle here. It's a little bit sus. It's almost on the line. It's almost on the line. Yeah, it's very, yeah, that's very, 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 very suspicious. Very, very, very suspicious. Ideally, I would love for this next 5-minute candle to actually flip green and give me a better confirmation, not like that one. So, because it has already done that, close below that 15-minute rejection. As we can see, it has done close below that 15-minute rejection. It has retraced to the zone. However, this candle that has closed in the zone is a little bit suspicious because it's almost on that sell line. I needed to retrace a little bit more deeper inside the zone. So if this candle could flip and close a little bit higher inside, then I would be ready if it was to reject properly and go downwards. So let's see, it's now 7:36 a.m. here as well in the UK. We do have the London market open in about 20 minutes as well. So I'm just waiting patiently for a decent and a clear confirmation. That is what I am waiting for today. EU is coming back up here as well. DXY is continuing to fall. Gold, on the other hand, is still in that zone. So just waiting patiently for an entry. So I need this candle to close higher in the zone, in around these areas, and then, or even if it close right here, that's fine. Then I'll just wait for the second one. But I don't like this candle. That's a very suspicious candle there. 2 minutes though to go on that candle. On EU here, if EU was to come back and close above the zone, then it would be confirmation for a buy. Now, because it has already came on test that area, retrace. Yep, tested that sell line. If it was to come back below my zone and close below, then I'll be interested in going for a short. So on EU, whichever side of the zone it closes, that's the direction I'm going to go. On gold, massive retracement here back inside the zone. It's pushing towards the buy side. Hey Ren, how are you? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it has surely been a while. Haven't seen you in a while, Ren. But welcome. Hope you are having a lovely week, or you've been having just some great and awesome times. All right, price is pushing up aggressively. Where has this come from all of a sudden? Gold is pushing up aggressively here, as we can see. 7:30 now, 7:40 a.m. now here in the UK here as well. Yeah, gold is just doing what it. Yep. Yeah, isn't to be fair, bro, gold is like an emotional traded pair, and I've always said it. All of this is emotions, man. because that was a pretty strong aggressive move downwards. Because if you measure that, that's maybe about 100 pips, if I'm not mistaken. No, 70 pips. Okay, and it's now moving upwards of the zone. It's still, for it to switch the flavors, though, it has to do the same on the buy side. It has to test and retrace. So on EU, if EU price was to come back and close above my buy line there, I would be interested in going for that long position here on EU. Yep. Roller coaster, bro. Roller coaster. But it is what it is, and that's why we love gold so much. Pretty sure a lot of persons caught in on that sell. I'm pretty sure that a lot of persons caught in on that buy. Positive. Well, some persons are crying now, though. Somewhere, someone has just blown an account, but someone has just passed an account and is celebrating like crazy right now because of this massive move here on gold. Did anyone take any entries on Friday on NFP? Did anyone take any entries on NFP last Friday? All right, so has already retraced to the zone. So if price was to pull back below, then I'll be interested in going for the short. But as price is going upwards, then it looks like the flavor of the market is being changed to a long for right now. EU right now is still hovering around that point of interest area, jumping on the 15-minute time frame here as well. Structure does look nice. We have already had that test of that 30-minute resistance, and we had a pullback here as well. So if this candle was to close, above my buy line, right, then I would be interested in going for a long position here on EU, putting my stop loss just at my point of interest, like so, and then targeting my overall 4-hour resistance as my TP. So that is what I'm looking for here on EU. Just doing a sell on EU of about 8 or 7 pips, 7 to 8 pips here. Then looking to target these areas. Oh, you're still in a buy from NFP from last week. Nice, bro. Nice. Then you should be milking it. London opened in about 70 minutes here as well. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. What does this look like right now? Came to test this support area here, and it's pushing up as well. Position close. How is their position close from there, bro? That's cheeky, man. That's very cheeky. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 21, oh crap! If you haven't yet subscribed, oh crap! What? Control C doesn't work anymore on TradingView. What? Why? Why doesn't Control Z work anymore? Oh gosh! Hold on. Let me just look at the price on the Telegram group. 33 2355383. So that's 3355 383. Nice, perfect. Remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely do go ahead and do so. Ultimately, if you haven't yet joined my Telegram group is in the bio of my TikTok page. Now I only use the 215 technique to look for entries here on gold. So right now, as we can see here, price did go below the 215 zone. Price did go below the 215 zone. Right, price did go below the 215 zone and tested that 15-minute rejection price. Has pulled back into the zone, however it has not confirmed a short entry as of yet, so I'm waiting for candles to close below right now. However, the market, the price action right now is in the top of my 215 zone. Oh, I did it again. It was 3355. What was the 3355 383. I need to lock these things, you see. 383. Can I lock it? I should be able to lock it. Lock. Lock. Okay. No confirmation as of yet. 7:45 a.m. London market opens in 14 minutes here as well. Thank you guys for all those follows here as well. Thank you guys for all those persons who subscribe to 215 Trades here as well. And YT, I'm also live there right now as we speak at this moment. Can I lock this here? Because that's not a bad place for it to be. Yeah, price is struggling. Yeah, there's a pretty strong resistance here. As you can see, price is struggling just to break above it. So right now, gold is still in the upper half of the 215 zone. Hasn't confirmed any entries as of yet, though. Still the same. Hasn't changed. EU, on the other hand, hasn't closed above that zone to confirm that long position for me, anyways. So I'm still waiting for that to happen. DXY on the other hand still being distributed in zone 0. It hasn't broken out of zone 0 to cross into any of the other zones. Came to the border here, rejected, came to the border here, rejected as well. Classic move of DXY, to be fair. Still consolidating in the 215 zone here on EU. The winning percentage, what I do recommend to backtest it for yourself, in all fairness, because I'm not really fascinated about win rates. I don't keep track of it anymore, but it's quite good. My PNL for last week was, let me look back at it. I'm going to tell you the exact number. No, this is the 50K account, not that account. Last month, not last week, last month. How do I see last month's? 2.2k, 2.2k, and the only strategy I use is the 215 technique. So I would recommend. So it's the only strategy I use. When it's the only strategy I use, is the only time I take entries. If it doesn't confirm on the 215, then I'm not taking it. So it's the only technique I use. So I've been using it consistently now a little bit over a year since I've been streaming. So yeah, and that's all that I focus on. To be fair, so once I can get a payout, that's it, bro. My win rate could be even 10%. I don't care as long as my P&L is green. I'm all right. So I would recommend persons to do the back testing, do the work, not just go off what I say, but genuinely, it's quite simple, very easy to learn. So if you go here, well, you're already on YT, but if you go to 215 trades and you check out my video, watch some of my previous live stream, understand the basics of this technique, and then do the back testing of it, and that's perfectly fine. Then you can overall get it and understand it, and then you can do your back testing yourself. So waiting for our candle to close just above here, above that buy line here on EU, for me to try for a long here on EU 751 as well. I do have London is coming in. That's going to be the tricky bit about it, because if this candle, well, you know what, as I say, no risk, no Ferrari. So let's see. So if it does close above here, if this candle does close above here, then I'll be interested in taking that long. Hopefully it doesn't just skyrocket through, to be fair. Hopefully it doesn't just rocket through. It gives me a decent confirmation for that long here. But then we have London opening in 5 minutes after, if this can after this candle close. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, because usually you don't want to get in right before that London open. Anyways, we now have gold pushing above. This is the first candle above in this area here, above that 215 zone here as well, pushing up very aggressively here, very aggressively here on XAU. 2 minutes until this candle close. Hey guys, for those follows. Right now, price XAU is above my 215 zone. So right now, I'm not looking for shorts. I'm actually looking for longs at the minute. EU is now coming that range here right now. If it does close here, then that's going to confirm that long position for me here on EU. XAU, on the other hand, has to test that area and retrace. So gold isn't ready at the moment. EU seems like it's going to be cooking right now. Massive rejection here. I don't mind that, because London is opening in a few minutes as well. So let's see. Let us see. Ghosts. LTDC to click that follow button, Ghosts. unlock this. Let's put it right there. Oh, let's lock it. Okay, decent. So that didn't close below. He tested that area. This 5-minute candle. Okay, nice, 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 nice. That's good. That's looking good. Waiting on that. That's the first. This is the first candle close above that buy line, above that 215 zone here as well. So yeah, just waiting patiently. London market opens in 5 minutes. Now remember, I do go live every day from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And that's on the UK time zone. All right, so maybe basically an hour and a half before London open and 30 minutes into London open. So if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, which is right here, definitely do go ahead and do so. That's 215 Trade, so you can learn more about 215 technique. Additionally as well, you can join my Telegram group, which is in the description of my TikTok page, and likewise it's on my YT page as well. EU still consolidating. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick commercial breaks here, lift a few dumbbells, run a few laps, and I'll be back shortly. All right. All right. All right. So EU still here. Let's remove this. London open. Okay. So we're getting London open now. Would be nice though. Would be nice. Would be nice if we could get this candle to close above that 15-minute rejection price. Would really be nice. And then the London opening can do the retracement. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get a close above that. Come on, give it to us. Give it to us. Give it. Perfect. All right, so that's a close off that 15-minute rejection price. Above that 15-minute rejection price, I'm going to move that alert here to my buy line. And if it does that, I am interested in that move. All right, so if it does that, then I'll be interested in going for that long here. So let's see what's going to happen, my friends. We have 30 minutes left here on stream as well. Ooh, bloody hell, what's going on? So that's a very aggressive candle. Very aggressive. Well, it's London Open, so what do you expect? Come back to around the point of interest, close around the point of interest, and do your thing from there. That'll be good. Really nice to see you come back down to that point of interest. You can see that the point of interest price is pretty key as well. You have quite a few 15-minute candles, so you have here being closed on that entry as well. You can see the 215 zone is pretty valid as well on the 15-minute time frame, where look, sell line, 15-minute support, 15-minute resistance, perfectly on that buy and that sell line as well. No, don't do that. Come back. If you want to go up, come back and do it the proper way. Have a little bit of manners, man. Come on, man. Gold. We're doing that. So if this was to come back above here, close above here, interested in going for that long here. On EU, putting my stop loss just at that point of interest. TP at that 4 hour. EU's crossing the buy line, but there's 1 minute left on that candle. Is it? Gosh, bro, the volume is strong. It might overshot my my entry. And that looks like that's what he wants to do. Strong rejection there on the EU. Yeah, it is moving, my friend. It is moving weird, but yeah, we used to. If anyone trade gold, they should be used to all of this weirdness going on right now. Can see why price is coming back down here as well. If you look at that, 50 is a 50-minute resistance here. (8:04 a.m.) We have 25 minutes left here on stream. Waiting patiently to see what's going to happen here on XAU, also on EU as well. Ooh, that's a massive flip here on DXY. Interesting. Hold on, let's take that off because price is moving back down towards the lower half here of the EU 215 zone. Yeah, that's a massive fall. Oh, but that's 4 minutes on that candle. Because if it's closed below, then it's going to be a short. But with 4 minutes left and this volume coming in right now, I don't think it's going to close. I think it's just going to fall. It's just going to go for it. I think it's just going to go for it. That's because that's a pretty strong. But now we're even pushing up even further here into zone 1. 4 minutes left on this candle as well, so I'm just waiting just to see what's gonna happen. Come on, if you're gonna confirm, don't leave us. Don't leave us. Yeah, it's coming down aggressively again. Yeah, I'm checking gold. Also checking EU as well. DXY is struggling again. It's struggling again to get into zone 1. You see that? Struggling again. Gold is coming back in again. Ideally, if you're going to confirm a long, I would love for this candle to close in that area, not to confirm that long buy with this candle, for this one to actually close in this area here. Remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel as yet, definitely do go ahead and do so. That is 215 trades as seen here. One minute. DXY is pushing up. 1 minute until this candle closes. If this EU candle closes in that direction, this is the confirmation for the chart. Hopefully it doesn't just fall and break through all my TPs without me getting in, and actually give me the opportunity to do so and then move with the motion. But whatever the market does, to be fair, I'm only just reacting to it. I'm not trying to predict it in any way whatsoever. So let's see. The XY is still struggling. The XY is still struggling to get into zone 1, but it's not giving up. It's fighting aggressively. Gold, on the other hand, is still in the 215 zone here. It's 8:10 a.m. here in the UK, and we do have 20 minutes left here on stream. Massive reaction to this, massive rejection. That didn't close there. DXY is so struggling to get into zone 1. Okay, this is the interesting bit now. Because if gold was to pull back above the zone and close above the zone, I'd be interested in going for that long position. Yeah, so if in the next 2 minutes, if gold closes in this area, then I'll be interested in taking that long position now here in gold, putting my stop loss just at the bottom of my 215 zone. I moved this again, didn't I? Putting my stop loss at the bottom of my zone like so, and then targeting my full on TP at my 4-hour resistance. So that's what I'm currently waiting for right now. So in the next 2 minutes, all depending on where this candle closes. If it closes not exceeding that 15-minute rejection price, then I'll be interested in going for this long position here. So 1 minute until this candle closes. Thirty seconds. So what if this candle closes in this area? Then I'm interested to go for the long position here. Okay, I'm in that position right now. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here. So let's just break it down. Ooh, aggressive. So we've had the price move above the 50-minute rejection, pull back into the zone and close inside the zone. So I'm now just waiting for price to pull back up, close above the zone, which it has done that. So I'm in this long position now, and I'm waiting to see what the price action is going to do. EU, on the other hand, still struggling towards the lower end of the sell area here on EU. So I'm just waiting right now. Pretty strong rejection though. What's that? Maybe a 30 pip drawdown. Yeah, almost 30 pips, yeah. It's raining as well. (8:17 a.m. here in the UK as well. Remember, I do go live every day, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Each day is Mondays through to Fridays, using the 215 technique on XAU USD and also Euro USD. If you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely go ahead and do so. That's 215 Trades as shown there on your screen. Right now, I'm in this. Hold on, let me just move this over. Delete this as well. In this long position here on EU, just about a 45 pip stop loss there on gold, sorry. But the price action is moving towards the lower end. It's melting perfectly nicely, so neatly as well, down to my SL at the moment. EU is going for the short here as well. Seconds until this closes here. I'm going to be stopped out here on this. going to take this sharp position here on gold EU as well. Taking this sharp position here on EU as well, putting my stop loss just there. Stopped out. Am I stopped out on that yet? Not yet on gold. Yep, almost taken out here on gold. Still in it though, still holding on. Entered a sharp position here on EU. Stop loss just at my point of interest there as well. So that's it on EU, and then I have gold over here on the other hand. Coming down closely, extremely close to that stop loss. Hasn't taken me out. Still in it, holding on by the skin of my teeth. Yeah, that gold is gonna stop out. EU is still in the mix here as well. EU trade is moving nicely. Yep, EU trade is moving nicely. Yeah, gold just got taken out. Yeah, that's taken out. Gold just got, yeah, gold got blown out. The EU trade is moving down nicely here. Gonna hit that 30-minute support, and I'll go BE on this one. is going down nicely here. When it gets to that 30-minute support down there, then at that point in time, I will switch to BE. It's not too bad now, though, to be fair. Nice. I'm gonna go BE here on this. See how this one play out. Just got an SL here on this one. Oh crap. Bro, I tell you. All right, so got faked out on this. Got faked out on this. Got faked out on the long position here. Got stopped out. However, if we remember correctly, that it did confirm the test and the retrace and the close now. So it has now confirmed a short, right? This candle right here just confirmed the short position here. Where is it? Right here. This candle now confirmed the sharp position here, because it basically, remember, we broke below the 50-minute rejection, we retraced back into the zone, and now this candle came back and closed below to confirm the sharp position. Well, I can't take it because of my trading rules, because I've already taken one entry on gold, so I can only take one entry on gold and also one entry on EU for the day as well. So now it looks like the confirmation for the sharp position is now going to go to the TP target. Well, that's just how it is. That's just how it goes when it comes on to gold, in all fairness. So I'm not going to be no, I'm not going to be revenge doing that. No. So I'm still sticking to the rules. So I'm only taking one entry today on gold. The first one I took was fake out. Now it looks like the EU, the short is going the way, but that's it. But I'm gonna call it a day for today, guys. So thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you for all those persons who followed and all those persons who interacted with the stream. Genuinely, really do appreciate it. The EU position is still going. Hasn't matured as yet, but it's still going. So on that note for today, I'm gonna leave you guys here, and if you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and that's on UK time. Okay, so enjoy. Yeah, thank you so much for those remarks, my friend. Block. Anyways, all right, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. You can enjoy the rest of your day, and stay safe and happy trading.